Hello there, lovely. Good morning and welcome to the Royal Breakfast Show. It is RBS and it is a Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Joe Sparta. Good morning, Alfred.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning to you, our dear viewers, and thank you so much for waking up with us today, the 26th of January 2024. We've done already 26 days, which is awesome. And you and I should go ahead and give thanks and praises, and of course for this life, for this good health, and a lot more. So yes, let's not take it recklessly or maybe as a by the way, but we should also give thanks to God for this life, for the good health, for the jobs and everything, for our families as well. So it is important. But either way, today, Friday, you know for sure that our theme surrounds entertainment and personal growth right here on the RBS, and I know for sure that you're going to enjoy today's episode, Joe.
Okay, awesome, Alfred, and we shouldn't take it lightly that you can as well come through on our Facebook page. It is Crown TV Zambia and Crown Communications. So two Facebook pages, two options that you have, but we urge you to go ahead and show love to our new Facebook page, Crown Communications. Like it, share it, comment, and be sure to come through. We are giving you each a minute to make your point. If we extend, then it will be 2 minutes for you to exhaust your point and be able to interact with us. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And we are live on Topsa channel 89 DTT and 543 on DTH. Also on the StarTimes own application. Now, seeing that we are a Christian nation, Alfred, quickly let's go to our scripture or Bible verse of the day today. Alfred?
All right, verse of the day, January 26th, 2024 says, "Those who accept my commandments and obey them are the ones who love me. And because they love me, my Father will love them, and I will love them and reveal myself to each of them." That's John verse 14. Verse 21, I'll read that again. So yes, verse of the day, "Those who accept my commandments and obey them are the ones who love me. And because they love me, my Father will love them, and I will love them and reveal myself to each of them." That's John 14, verse 21. They are powerful. Let's go to a quote of the day and find out what it's saying for today. It says, "What's yours who arrive without force? Be at peace and let life take its course. Indeed, what's yours who arrive with force? Be at peace and let life take its course." All right? Don't force things, in short.
Never force things. Let it flow like water.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it. But before we can say much, Alfred, there is an interesting headline, by the way. And for those that did their tertiary education, teachers that have been waiting to be recruited, the good news is that the Ministry of Education, government through the Ministry of Education, will be announcing, Alfred, the release of 7,222 teachers that are going to be employed this year. And government did make mention that they're going to release that list this month, and today is the 26th in this month, and we are seeing that 7,222 teachers will be employed this month for the rest of this particular year. Now, one interesting headline, Alfred, that caught my attention when we were doing our consultative meetings with our team, and my director pointed out to that headline in green, that mini headline in green, or sub headline if you like, which reads, "Masebo goes for Kachasu Brewers." Now, Alfred, you and I have been here insisting and talking about Kachasu Brew, this local illicit brew that is known as Kachasu. And obviously, for our viewers out there, you have to be comforted that your concerns, the authorities or the offices that be, do hear your concerns on Crown TV, Royal Breakfast Show, RBS, and you can see that the minister swung into action after we talked about it extensively on one of our episodes this year, talking about Kachaso Brew, Alfred. We can see that the minister has swung into action. So the minister does listen, does watch, and she does follow. So you can as well do, you can as well come through with your concerns and make sure that they are addressed here, right here on RBS. But Alfred, let me take this opportunity to say good morning to Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans is a viewer out there, and we met yesterday. We had a very good discussion with Mr. Evans. Thank you so much for those wise words. And he says he will continue to watch us, and he encouraged us, Alfred, to continue with addressing issues that border on national interest. Now, Alfred, Masebo goes for Kachaso Brewers. Your take?
It was yesterday when we were here, Joe, talking about that, and I feel like we really, I mean, we delved in too much on that issue, and probably it's good that government also has taken interest to ensure that the illicit, or maybe the brewing of the illicit beer itself, Kachaso, Kankram, is being handled there. But I only hope this is not just a pronouncement, this is not just for the cameras, but the actual work should be done or will be done to ensure that this whole, the distribution, the brewing and distribution of this illicit beer is rather kept. I know for a fact that it is quite easy to access it. It's almost
too
everywhere.
Much. It's all
I think from where we at now, I know for sure a few meters from this point, you can still find it all packed, and others packed it in freezers and what they term as freezers and whatnot. So, and also aside from that, the perception that it is a one-way out to prevent yourself from cholera itself. I feel that misconception rather should be dealt with again. And of course, so much dissemination, or maybe information dissemination, to be put across to ensure that the public is well informed, because this is a perception that is there, that okay, so kama Kachasu it's more like a vaccine to some people. Now we need health experts anyway just to explain that context properly, so that the masses get to understand.
True, Alfred, I totally agree with you, and seeing that most of that happens right here in Lusaka, not in the rural areas per se, but right here in Lusaka, Alfred. I think local government especially should put its foot on the ground, Alfred. We have council police. Can they swing in action and go in these communities if you are found drinking, brewing Kachasu? First of all, those that are brewing can be excused because they can be empowered in a different way. You get. But for those that are taking Kachasu and saying no, it's a preventive measure, kuli cholera na COVID it kama stinga duade, those should be whipped to the latter.
You know what I don't understand is that years ago, Kachasu was taken as beer yavangote.
Yes,
the old,
the retired.
Yeah, and I remember being brought up in Luangwa. That's a village. I remember kwanza 7 days number 1 and that very well. The same Kachasu, and ukambira tuko wapya huko. Maybe na nyao zizaendako, like there will be traditional thing. Zambian, so that the drum, in fact the drumming starts maybe at 18, and then matches just to alert
to the break of dawn,
to alert people that talking panesi up, you know. That's what I remember of that Kankram or Kachasu. But now it's funny that Kachasu is widely appreciated or maybe consumed by maybe among the youths,
young people, especially young people.
And Uzambela is a jump start. You know,
but you are right, Alfred. But what has contributed to that is urbanization, the movement of people, obviously, from the rural areas to the urban areas, where you move with these traditions of brewing Kachasu. You come into the city, you don't have anything better to do. You continue brewing this illicit brew known as Kachasu. But then again, those that are consuming it, but the onus lies on the local government, Alfred. They do have the council police. Let them swing into action, Alfred. Let them monitor these so-called joints where this illicit brew is brewed. Because you know what happens in the community. Here, it's a big house. but in our offense, here it's like a small house. The next house is not completed. Paja, they are brewing kachasu and the like. So I think the law needs to be enforced, and the law enforcers need to enforce the law so that those that are found consuming kachasu. I remember a gentleman who was fired because of consuming kachasu. He would wake up as early as 4:30. Yes, 4:30 to go and drink number one, come back, take a bath, and go for work. Since it was the time for COVID, he would wear a mask and say that they won't get the scent of his beer on his breath.
And then he'll be just sweating the whole time.
He will be just sweating the whole time. And this is a gentleman that was good at his work, at what he does. But then he was sent home and told, you can't come for work drinking in as much as you are delivering, but hey, you are drunk. We're in a meeting, you're smelling alcohol, and not just expensive alcohol, but we're talking about the cheapest alcohol, that is kachasu. And you know, Alfred, that the 5 mils bottle of these mineral water, that 5 mils bottle of mineral water, Alfred, you find that it's 5 kwacha. And it's full to the brim. So when somebody or one person consumes that, they are done for the rest of the day. And if you start from around 05, are you going to be productive? Chances are you're not going to be productive, of course. You see, so I think kudos to the minister. Please go ahead and keep on facing these people that are brewing kachasu, even though they say it's their livelihood, they're destroying lives there, and this needs to be nipped in the butt. And put your foot down, Minister of Health. We commend you for that move. Alfred, another headline: 7,222 teachers to be. The list is coming out today, Alfred. DJ Khalid would say another one.
It is important. It was just yesterday when we did have the Professional Teachers Union of Zambia, and he tackled a bit about teachers recruitment, and he's actually happy that these maybe the UPND government has done tremendously well in terms of teacher recruitment, and of course 2024 we're yet again to receive or maybe hear more of teachers being recruited and deployed in various schools, which is awesome. So meeting the teacher PP ratio there, we are slightly managing, and this is kudos to government, and it is commendable, Joe. Too much,
Alfred, especially coming from the 30,000 teachers that were recruited earlier when the UPND government swung into action or were sworn into office. 30,000 teachers that were employed, Alfred, were coming from a background where people as citizens, because when you are used to insufficiency, when you are used to being given a little, even it becomes a norm. You begin to clap even when you're being given a little. 1,000 teachers, people would clap. No, we can't employ 2,000 or 3,000. We're going to employ 1,500. People would still clap because we are used to insufficiency. But here comes a government, an administration that says 30,000 teachers will be employed. They were employed. Now we are seeing an additional 7,000, Alfred, 222. Our brothers and sisters that have been staying home, our brothers and sisters that were left in the other recruitments, they are going to be recruited this particular month. The list is coming out today. The list is coming out today. Go and get that newspaper and see if your name is on that particular list.
I want to hope that some of a few friends actually have been picked this time around. I want to hope they are on the list. Okay, so Bosta Mwemba, I know Bosta Mwemba, Thomas Mugwagwa, I know of Joshua. So all these guys, I only hope this time around they've tried so much for them to be on the list, or maybe to be shortlisted year in, year out. I only hope this time around 2024 it is successful. They are successful. And a lot more.
We can only wish them all the best, Alfred. You know, like what the president said, the head of state, the Republican president of this country, President Hakainde Hichilema, he said, if you're not employed, it's obvious that you know someone who's employed in government. You know one of your relatives who's employed in government. And I can count here in the studio where we are that all of us, we know of a person who has been employed that is close to us, who's our relative, or around the neighborhood where we come from. We know that. So it's always the Zambian agenda, and when these matters come up, we'll report, interpret, and give it to the viewers out there. But Alfred, at 7 hours, obviously, we'll be hosting Mr. Edwin Ngwane. Now, Mr. Edwin Ngwane is a peculiar youth. Yeah. He has authored a lot of books. One of them is, was it Hustle Like a Prostitute or Hustle Like a Nigerian? But you will be able to clarify. That was one of his books. He is an author, young man, very enterprising, a boss in his own right, and a CEO and founder of a platform offering diverse services to Zambians. He will be here with us. He's already in the studio, and we'll be having that chat with him. You, the young people out there, should be able to listen to this man and hear what he has to unpack. To you out there, you might just get inspired and stop consuming kankram or kachas in Chilenje, in Mississippi, in Garden, kuja kugabon, desist from kankram, and be able to be productive. The CDF out there, that many opportunities that you can venture into. But Alfred, again, allow me to say good morning to Mr. Evans. I know he is tuned in right now, and he is watching. Mr. Evans, we appreciate you and continue supporting us. Alfred.
All right, and yes, as just as Joe has put it, know for sure that Friday we sent our conversation around entertainment and personal growth. So yes, we're going to have Mr. Ngwane soon enough, and later we'll be featuring an artist, especially that it is a Friday, who's no other than Ultra Tiga, will be coming through just to share also his music journey live in the studio this morning. But let's go on one of the stories that we did cover yesterday in the news, where the Anti-Corruption Commission, SEC, says it sees assets and property worth over 756 million kwacha in 2023, according to investigations. And speaking when he addressed the media, SEC head of corporate communications, Timothy Mono, disclosed that among the assets seized and forfeited to the state included 19 motor vehicles. And Mr. Mono says the commission also received 137 reports of suspected corruption. He explains that 574 reports contained elements of corruption, and 541 were authorized for investigations. And Mr. Mono added that 17 convictions were recorded and 5 acquittals within the year. Now let's go on this particular clip. We'll be right back. Join Joe as well as Mr. Ngwane live in the studio. Keep watching.
The Commission is also excited with recent pronouncements made by the President of the Republic of Zambia on legal reforms that will see conclusion of court cases on corruption and other financial crimes within 5 months. The Commission is currently engaged in consultation with several stakeholders to ensure effective application of the new rules and prosecution of cases within the stipulated time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to now give you an overview of the Commission's activities during the fourth quarter of 2023. You recall we have had quarterly briefings, first quarter, second quarter, the third quarter, so we will now first look at the fourth quarter before we make an overview of the whole year. So in the fourth quarter, under corruption prevention, the Commission continued implementing programs and activities aimed at preventing corruption in both the public and private institutions in line with its mandate. And in the quarter under review, the Technical Working Committee concluded the process of finalizing the National Anti-Corruption Policy and its implementation plan. The policy and the implementation plan were submitted for approval and have since been approved. So we now have in place a National Anti-Corruption Policy. The Commission established 28 new integrity committees during the quarter, and the integrity committees formed were from the National Anti-Terrorism Center, the National Forensic Authority, the Health Professional Council of Zambia, Western Water and Sanitation Company, and 24 councils countrywide.
Okay, thank you so much for still joining us now. That was ACCA, of course, Head of Corporate Communications there, Mr. Timothy Mwene, giving Mr. Timothy Mono giving us an update on what is currently happening when it comes to a seizure of properties and those that are involved in corrupt activities. The watchdog, the ACC, is watching you when it comes to corrupt activities. Please desist. Okay, now into our main interview, we have Mr. Edwin Ngwane. Now, I did tell you that he is an exceptional young man that has paved his own way in being an entrepreneur and in making sure that he inks his name in the business world or amongst the businessmen of Zambia. Now, allow me, dear viewers, to welcome Mr. Edwin Ngwane. He is the founder of Kawiwi, a platform offering diverse services to Zambians. Mr. Ngwane, good to see you and good morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here, Jones.
Okay, it's a pleasure to host you. Now, like I said in my preamble, exceptional young man. Now, others will be a bit skeptical. What does he mean? But give us a brief background about yourself.
So basically, Edwin Ngwane is a former banker, now entrepreneur. I'm also an author of 3 books. Hustle Like a West African.
Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Hustle Like a West African.
Yes.
How to market and sell like a prostitute. I'm very much interested in how to market and sell like a prostitute.
Yes.
You can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so I'm an author of Hustle Like a West African, How to Market and Sell Like a Prostitute, as well as a recent release which was called Flip the Coin.
Okay.
So these are books that have done well on the market. But I'm also now a founder and CEO of Kawiwi, which is a digital platform, an app that allows you to do taxi booking, parcel delivery, shopping, car rental, medicine delivery, food delivery, and all kinds of services that you would want to get from one platform. Okay. So we created this platform because we have realized that there is so many apps now. Yes. There's an app for this and an app for that. And from my own experience, sometimes I don't like the idea of moving from one app to another.
Too many apps on the phone.
Yes, too many apps on the phone. And when I asked around, you know, we did a research on so many people, there is a frustration that has got to do with having too many apps. An app for this bank, that bank, an app for that and this. So we decided to come up with an app for everything. Okay. An app that can allow you to do most of the, you know, your daily things. And that's how the concept of coming up with Kawiwi started. And now we are 1 month old in terms of being active on Play Store as well as App Store, and allowing our customers, you know, to use our services. And our app is actually available throughout Zambia. We are not restricted to Lusaka or Copperbelt. We are available in Mansa, Kasama. We are available in Livingstone, Mongo, Solwezi, as far as, you know, like districts like Lundazi as well as Sanfia.
Okay. Yes. Now, speak to the issues that have to do with this being a Zambian app, created by a Zambian and working effectively and efficiently in Zambia, because most of these apps that we have, you'd hear that it's a foreign national that came, or it's being managed from a foreign country but operating in Zambia. But just speak to that when you came up with the app and what it means to create an indigenous app as a Zambian, young as you are, but you came up with that particular app that has so many services. Yes. You just speak to that.
So to come up with a product like that has a lot of challenges. That's a fact, because you find that from a technical aspect, you are looking for developers. And I will tell you that I'm a guy who believes in performance. I come from a background of banking where performance was highly encouraged. So to achieve that, we had to ensure that every time that we feel that the person that is working on the app is not delivering the results, we put them aside and employ somebody who's going to deliver. So to get to where we are, we have worked with different kind of developers committed to delivery. Like we have to deliver because we have to, you know, to be able to get to the place where we are, you need some sort of, you know, commitment to the outcome, like to the result. Like what result are we looking for here? And considering that the app itself was difficult and expensive, so we had to, you know, look for best engineers who could do the work for us. And it's not cheap, it's not easy. Sometimes we have to go for Indian developers, sometimes we had to go for, you know, Israelites and Romanians, sometimes different kinds of developers. But in the end, we were so committed because despite all the challenges, we had to come up with the solution.
Okay. Now, let me find out from you, what positive impact do you envision this innovation will have, especially, Mr. Ngwane, on SMEs?
So we are doing a lot. The very first thing that we are doing is that because Kawiwi is a marketplace, and this marketplace is allowing sellers, entrepreneurs, people that have got car, because we've got car rental. So those car rental companies, we've got pharmacies on the platform. Pharmacies, we've got shops that are selling clothes, are selling all kinds of things. We've got restaurants that are, you know, preparing food, private chefs, even mamas that are on the street selling tute and imbalala.
They are also accommodated?
Yes, we have accommodated for local delicacies, you know. So as long as they can prepare it in a very hygienic and brand it properly, we are allowing everybody to do business on our platform. But here's a catch. The only thing that we realize in this market, in the online business, is there are so many scams, especially the Facebook marketplace side.
Yes.
And we knew that if we come up with a platform where people would buy things and they are not delivered, then we'll have a problem. So what we have done is that when a customer buys something, the money is held in the Kawiwi wallet until the seller delivers to the customer. That's when the money is released to the seller. Now, that's
interesting.
Yes, it does two things. Number one, it protects the customer. So the customer is protected from, you know, these scams and frauds and everything. The customer is protected. Now, what does it also do? It encourages business for online, because then there's a trust and there is confidence in the online platforms. Like, you know, I can do business on Kawiwi and I will not get scammed. Just by doing that, it means we are increasing business for the SMEs.
True.
Because then the SMEs, because I am an entrepreneur, not just with this app, but with other businesses, where you talk to customers and say, hey, you advertise on Facebook and you tell them, hey, when you send the money, I'm going to send you this product. And they'll tell you, no. How do I send you the money? How am I guaranteed that I'm going to receive the item?
I don't even know you.
I don't even know you. And it has happened that there are so many deals that we have lost in our other business because of, you know, the customer not going through, the customer not buying, because they're thinking, you know, maybe you are just one of those scams. And it happens to other businesses as well. So by creating a secure and easy platform like Kawiwi, we are ensuring that these business owners that are selling online can easily sell to everyone across the country.
Okay.
And the customers that are going to be buying from them are assured that if my transaction, my item is not delivered, Kawiwi is going to give me a full refund of my amount.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Ngwane, let me find out this from you. When you look at e-commerce, does e-commerce have a major role to play in Zambia's economic growth? Let's begin from there.
Yes, it does. Like I said, I'm an entrepreneur as well as a writer. What do I write about? I write about hustling, starting side hustles and businesses. And this country, I remember when we were coming here, you were talking about job creation.
Yes.
And I'm of an idea that job creation is not the job of government alone. Job creation is in so many ways. It could even be self-employment, because self-employment is a job, business is a job. So if you can create an avenue of business, then you are creating economic growth in the country. So what we're trying to do is to promote as many young entrepreneurs as possible. Those that want to sell online, they do not have a physical shop, because you see, to start up a business that needs a location can be expensive. It can be expensive, but if you can start a business that does not need a location, you can do it online, it lowers the cost of starting a business. So that is number one. We are doing that. We are lowering the cost of starting a business for young entrepreneurs. Then the other thing that we're doing is expanding the marketing space. So by ensuring that a seller in Lusaka can sell in Chavuma, or can sell in Samfia, or can sell in Tejteji, then we are giving them a wider market. By doing that, it is giving them a space for scaling. So these guys are going to scale because they have a platform to scale. So we are doing that as well. And also we are giving, we are creating a platform which becomes easy now for government to easily look at things like taxes and what. It's very easy for businesses to account for how much they sold and all those kind of things. So it kind of streamlines businesses and makes business efficient and also scale better.
Okay. Now, from your observation, Mr. Angwane, does Zambia have investors who are ready to invest in startup companies?
Yes. By the way, Kawiwi is a backed up company, meaning we have investors that have invested in Kawiwi.
Okay.
So when I said, does Zambia have investors that invest in Kawiwi? Yes. Like our company is backed up by investors. Now, I need to mention something here. If you are looking for investment, that is, I'm speaking to an entrepreneur out there, you are starting out a business and you're looking for investment, you are looking for investors. First of all, you need to look at yourself, because it starts from there. How do you get people to invest in you? They need to they need to buy into you as a person. What's your track record? Are you transparent? Are you an honest person? Are you a performance-driven person? Can you be trusted? It starts from there. As a person, what are your credentials? Because you see, I can't just invest money anywhere. Even people that have invested in Kawiwi, they looked at me. One of the things that I asked them was, why did you invest in me? And they're like, yeah, I know you, Mr. Angwane. I've seen your track record. I am so, I'm driven that you are driven to success, and I'm going to get something out of this. So it starts with you. The second, it's a product. What kind of product do you have? Is it a product that is going to be accepted on the market? Is it a product that, customers want? Because if you do not have a good product, then you will not have investors. Then the last part is return on investment. There must be a way, you must prove to your investors that there's going to be a return on investment on this.
You get your money back.
Yes, because the biggest problem is that you want people to just believe in what in your product, and then they put in money there. But how assured are you that they are going to get a return on investment? Because for my company, the investors, we have done a business plan, we have done our forecast, we know where we're going, and from there they were able to say, hey, we are going to back up this company, and we know that you're going in the right direction. So those three things are very important. You, the person that is running the business; secondly, the product that you have, and the third is return on investments. You must be able to prove that you are going to make your investors get a return on their investment.
Okay, awesome. Now, for somebody there, a young person, obviously running a business, the SME, they are wondering to say, where are these investors, Mr. Angwane, found? Where does one go to find these investors? Let's talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, so the investors are everywhere. They could be your friends. They could be your colleagues. They could be your churchmates. They could be just, people that know you or you know them. Before we got to where we are, where we got the investors that we have, I would not shy away from mentioning that I've spoken to over 677 people asking them to invest in Kawiwi.
677 people.
Yeah.
And you are keeping count?
Yeah, because there were emails involved.
Oh, yeah.
There were, so it's very easy to track.
To track them, yeah.
There were WhatsApp messages involved, text messages involved, yeah. So over, I think now maybe we are even close to 800.
Wow.
But by the time we got our investors, I think it was 677.
Wow.
When I got the first investor, I'll mention his name. I don't know whether he's comfortable. Heavy Banda.
Okay.
When I got Heavy Banda on the platform as our investor, that's why I know the number of 667. He was 668, 678, 678.
Wow. Wow.
The person that, So these people are there. But the most important thing is also prove to people that you know, to just have an idea is also something else. But if you are committed, they see that, okay, this guy is committed, is in on product. Looks like he's going somewhere. It also helps. But these investors it can even be you. Because right now we are still looking for investors.
Oh, yeah.
So if we are still looking for investors, there are people who are looking at our product and like, oh, okay, that product is great. They can come on board. So investors are everywhere, friends, colleagues, churchmates. Just be somebody who can be invested in. Just have a product that can be invested in, and also show that your product can give a return on investment.
Okay, awesome. Now lastly, Mr. Ngwane, let me find out, how can innovators and entrepreneurs in Zambia position their businesses in order to attract investments? Okay.
So the best way to position your business to attract investment is to get started.
Okay.
It starts from there. Before, I need to mention the story here. I quit my job to start Kawiwi. That's a high level of commitment. So by me just leaving my job at Standard Chartered Bank, it's number one commitment. If somebody was to invest in me, they will realize that this guy is highly driven and highly committed. It gives a lot of commitment. That's number one. Number two is that I put in a lot of my money. So most of my pension, if it's not 75%, went to Kawiwi. When things got hot, like hard, I had to sell my car, push into Kawiwi. If you look at the level of commitment that I had to do, and if I am to share that with an investor, yes, they will know that this guy is highly committed. They are committed into their own cause. So to attract investors, you also need to show, you yourself, you need to show that you are actually believe in your product, you are committed to your product, and you're so driven that you will not back off. Because the worst that can happen is people back you, and you're not that committed. People are going to lose their money, and they will not get their return on their investment. And that's the worst that any investor out there doesn't want to happen to their money, where they invest their money and they don't get their money back. That is a problem. So to attract investment in your business, you, the owner of the business, must be highly committed. You must show cause. You must show that you are so driven. Your performance must be topmost, so that when they are coming on board, they just know, you know what? It's good to be part of this journey. It looks exciting. Because once it's exciting, it excites a lot of other people.
Okay. Mr. Ngwane, your concluding remarks. There's a young Edwin watching out there. You are still young, but there's a much younger Edwin Ngwane. They're watching you right now. And maybe the female version of you again, a young girl watching, and they're saying, I'm inspired by this man, and obviously I would like to be like him and pursue what he is pursuing. What is your word to them as we conclude? My advice, first of all, is based on the platform itself, Kawiwi. If you are trying to build a business out there, I'm encouraging an entrepreneur out there, download Kawiwi as a business owner. So there's a Kawiwi vendor, download it, use it to start your own business, because
The platform allows you to do your business quickly, easily, and without so much cost. The other thing that I need to say is that if there is someone out there who believes in something that they want to do, go for it. Because I am here where I am because I took the risk. I bit the bullet. And I'm here taking risks, and it's part of the journey. It's part of the journey to take risks. If you're not going to take that risk, probably you are not going to achieve much. You need to know how to take calculated risk, go for what you want, invest in the business what you want, and see how life will unfold.
Mr. Ngwane, young people out there have got smartphones, have got these latest phones that can download these apps. We know there's the iPhone and the Android. Just tell us, where can they download this particular app?
So Kawiwi is available on Play Store. It's available on App Store. And there is Kawiwi for customer. It's called Kawiwi all-in-one marketplace. There is also Kawiwi vendor for people that are selling products, and there is Kawiwi driver for drivers, just drivers who drive on our app for taxi services. So if you want to be driving on our app and you want to make some extra money with your car, you can download Kawiwi driver. If you want to rent out your car, you can download Kawiwi driver. If you're a rider, you have a motorbike, you can download Kawiwi driver. If you're selling products, restaurant, shop, whatever, pharmacy, you can download Kawiwi vendor. But for any other transactions, like you just want to use the app for these services, download Kawiwi all-in-one marketplace.
Okay, that's awesome. And we can only wish you the best on that particular app and in your business. Mr. Ngwane, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you very much, Jones. It's a pleasure to have, to have me here. It's a pleasure. I really love it.
Okay, and seeing that we're still in January, the start of the year, we look to more interactions as the year progresses.
Thank you.
Okay, so there you have it, viewers. That is Mr. Edwin Ngwane. He is the founder and CEO of Kawiwi, which is an e-commerce platform offering diverse services to Zambians. Talk about Zambians being innovative, and a young man like him coming up with this particular app where you can find your riders, your drivers, your restaurants, your pharmacies, and mention it, many more services. We go on this particular clip which talks about Ministry of Technology and Science, which has announced that all technical education and vocational entrepreneurship training institutions will maintain the opening date as the General Education Ministry earlier announced. We'll go on this clip. When we come back, you join Alfred in another interview. Stay with us.
The school and college learning calendar has been disturbed. The normal opening of schools and colleges was on 8th January 2024, but it was moved to 29th January because of the outbreak of cholera. From the 29th January, government has now postponed the reopening to 12th February 2024. This means that pupils and students will be away from schools and colleges for 2 more weeks to ensure that their learning environment is safe from cholera. On Wednesday, Minister of Education Douglas Siakalima announced that the postponement of schools and colleges reopening, advising that alternative learning methods should be used in the midst of the cholera outbreak.
The Ministry wishes to inform the nation that alternative modes of learning that have been put in place by the Ministry of Education should be utilized and ensure that learners are kept constructively busy.
But Progressive Educators Union of Zambia Executive President Davison Kandela says for now, internet challenges are still existing, especially for children in rural areas.
These platforms are extended to even places where children are supposed actually to be accessing this particular package. But we know for sure to say that the wind of technology comes in with a lot of challenges. To the Ministry of Education to come up with another intervention where these children in these particular places can be given even some work to do whilst they are at home, so much that they don't remain behind.
And producer General Secretary Kangwa Msenga says there is need for a deliberate intervention of installing solar panels in rural school areas to assist with the challenge of internet in the midst of the closure.
Because the rural areas are the most affected in the process of introducing effective e-learning or e-meetings or e-platforms, whatever we can call it. So from where we are standing as professional teachers in Zambia, we want to encourage schools to acquire proper solar equipment to power the schools. I think we must have express permission from the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Education, to allow schools to purchase using the grants solar equipment, especially in the rural areas.
Star Bisim Chimba, reporting for Crown TV News in Lusaka.
Mami te tinku bepe, wana vumia babu shimbe. Beba pempele la ise, ativisile balimbe. January to December, our love will be the same since I got chinja. Upon is in your neighbor, Yangani yako baby number. So let's send this, Nika konda wina ukajube kwanja please. I'm more money, Mutima na vala manje tenga na makisa. This feeling is natural, oh natural. This feeling is natural, oh natural. Doti lavu ya mukabotolo, if ya mukabotolo. Doti lavu ya mukabotolo, if ya mukabotolo. I'm feeling it. Rokufuna bachiringise. Katisiko yako sinkalabise. Wirana pafupu ni paseko gise. You sweet and funny, baby. You sweet and funny, baby. You sweet and funny, baby. Oh yeah, this feeling is natural. Oh natural. This feeling is natural. Oh natural. Doti lavu ya mukabotolo, if ya mukabotolo. Doti lavu ya mukabotolo, if ya mukabotolo. Feeling is I love this. Tika baby, ultra tika.
All right, and of course, if you're just joining us, this is the Royal Crown Breakfast Show, the Friday edition of it. You just had we just had that part, or maybe segment, where I was speaking to Ms. Angwane there. And of course, you know for sure that Fridays, our conversation surrounds entertainment as well as personal growth. And earlier we did mention that we'll be joined by an artist, and you're just from seeing that video on your screen. It's called Natural, okay, by Ultra Tiga, and Ultra is in the studio this morning. Ultra, welcome, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's get into it. Ultra, I know for sure quite a number of people maybe they're wondering, who is Ultra Tiga?
Yeah, Ultra Tiga is an artist, producer, videographer. Yeah, I'm somebody that loves music. Like, I'm into music. I think I'm music. Yeah, because I do a lot of genres. Yeah, Afro, R&B, hip hop. So
okay, so you fit in all these.
Yeah.
Okay.
And rap as well.
Okay. And how long have you been doing it, especially professionally?
I think from 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, 2014.
Yeah. And how's it been going so far?
Yeah, so far so good. We are trying, man. Okay. Hopefully this year might be the year. Okay. Any
big record that you've done before, rather? And of course, maybe you featured one of the big artists?
I've worked with couple of artists.
Yeah.
I've worked with Tommy D before.
Oh yeah.
But nowadays, I think making a hit song is not about featuring big artists. Because I've done that before. So maybe it doesn't work for me. It might work for somebody else. But I think just making good music can take you somewhere. So I'm concentrating on making good music now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, you being an artist, and of course for such a long time, are you signed under a label, or you are just running the brand as Ultra Tiga by yourself?
I'm running a brand by myself, but hopefully we'll get to work with people that would be interested.
Yeah.
Working with us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Ultra. Currently, this is maybe the new year, right? 2024. Are you currently in the studio? Are you recording?
Man, last year I dropped like 19 songs in a year. 19
songs last year, 2023.
So hopefully we'll put out more songs this year. Because last year I dropped 19 songs. Last year. So this year I think from January to April I think I'll drop like 8 songs.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 or plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any tips or maybe hints of some of the artists that you want to work with on these records, or you'll be going in solo as an artist?
I don't think I want to feature anyone right now. I don't want to owe people favors.
Even Natural, I think you did it alone.
Yeah.
There's no feature. Clean video, I must say, great work.
Thank you so much.
And
shout out to you, man.
And in the background, you were actually maybe our camera person here, Mr. Kelvin, was actually giving kudos to the guys behind that video. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, now let's also come to another look. Maybe let me talk about in the background as well. You were mentioning, you were telling me that you moved from Lusaka to Copperbelt, and I know for a fact this is one of the thing that most artists out there feel like, okay, if I'm able to blow in Copperbelt, then I've definitely made it. Yeah. But what's your narrative behind you moving or shifting from Lusaka and going to settle on the Copperbelt and concentrating on music?
Lusaka is for business, man. So when coming to Lusaka, business. So in Copperbelt, they appreciate art.
Okay.
You find that there are a lot of people that support local artists. There are a lot of people. But in Lusaka, to find one, man, but in Copperbelt, we have people that can maybe big man, at least, but they motivate, like, you can, like, they motivate you to work hard.
Yeah.
Because we need a lot of things, more especially as upcoming artists. You don't have money, but you need to shoot videos, you need to promote your songs, you need to do a lot of things, man. Yeah, so I think in the Copperbelt, they appreciate art more than in Lusaka, unless if you are there already. For in Lusaka, you enjoy.
But I think we have big business tycoons in Lusaka. Don't you think maybe, or maybe are you saying they're not doing well in terms of appreciating art and supporting young arts as yourself or whatnot? Where is the problem?
In Lusaka, there are a lot of people that can pump in money, but only if they know you.
Okay.
Yes. If they don't know you, it's even hard to reach them.
Yeah.
But if they know you, they will pump in money. That's how it works. And then we can't blame them. You need to work hard. And there are a lot of artists, there are a lot of good artists out there. So the thing is, we just have to work hard. And then, if you want to feel our straight.
You did a song, rather, or maybe I would say an ad for one of the leading car dealers in the country just recent. How's it been and how's it working out for you? Are you also maybe switching your talent to that of FJ? We've seen FJ doing a lot of adverts and singing in all these brands and working with different brands or maybe advertisers. Are you also maybe thinking in those lines, or maybe this is your start?
Music is a business, so I've been always trying to venture into other stuff as well, because it's not only going to perform. That's not the only way I'm going to make money. Even making adverts.
Yeah.
So I've done a couple of adverts for different companies. So yeah, we try. About me now. Definitely, we keep on trying. Yeah, but thank God it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for this year, you've mentioned already that up to April you'll be releasing some of the music or maybe the songs out there. Are they also coming with videos, or maybe these are just singles and then they die out, or maybe you also working on videos?
Dropping videos, yeah, but so we'll have money if we have people to help out. We'll definitely drop some videos, but for now I've a song out titled Impere.
Okay.
But I'm planning on shooting a video for that one as well. So hopefully we'll drop more videos this year because I want to work on videos.
Yeah. Okay. And what's this concept? I've seen it grow nowadays among artists and rather musicians or creatives out there. They feel every time they put out a song, definitely it has to go with a video. As an artist, do you think that's the way to go? And maybe what's changing the narrative from the old way of doing Zambian music to now?
I think what we want as artists is the face.
Okay.
Because the brand itself, you need to have a brand. People, they need to know you as you, because when you make those banners, if you're having shows, one on a banner, they need to know that, oh, I know this artist. But some artists, you find that their songs are playing, but they don't know them. She did anymore, but banner guys, so in that case, it will be hard for you to make money because you need the face. People need to know you.
Yeah. Okay. Where is inspiration? You call yourself Ultra Tiga. Is there a meaning that we should get to know behind the name, or is this an AKA?
Ultra is a French name, means something attractive and not common.
Okay.
Yes.
That's O-U-T-R-A.
Yes. It's
Okay.
a French name.
And then the T-I-G-G-A?
Blessed soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just came up with okay.
Yeah.
I understand that maybe you think a lot, and that's kudos. Now, I know for a fact that for you to do all these great works that you're doing, there are people behind, your face, and of course as an artist. Maybe pass a few shout out to people, and if you were given this platform as well, just to appreciate them, who are these people, top 5 that you feel have been able to work with you and of course make you grow to where you are now?
Shout out to my acting manager Chiru. Shout out to Madam Boa. She's been promoting art in the Copper Belt. Even our models, she's been trying to help us, as youths. So shout out to Madam Boa. Shout out to Team K. Shout out to MZ, the one shooting the videos. And shout out to all the producers.
Okay.
I won't mention because.
Okay. So then, talking of producers, are you just working with now that you shift to the Copper Belt? Are you just working with producers from Copper Belt, or you still be fusing in some of the great names that we know from Lusaka here?
I want to work with different producers now because I've been producing my music.
All this time you've been producing your music?
I produce my music. So I want to work with.
And how does it work for you? I know for sure there's a bit of condemnation there from other artists that I know in the game that write, produce, or maybe record and produce their songs. Some say they start to sound the same. How are you able to beat the record and of course sound different on almost every record? Especially that last year you mentioned that you did about 19 songs. How are you able to differentiate your touch, your sound, and of course everything else?
When you are gifted, you can't even notice what's going on. Because even when I go to the studio, immediately, because I don't write. So when I go to the studio,
how is that possible?
I don't write. I don't write songs.
You just make a beat.
Beat papaya dida.
Then I just has to.
Yeah, I don't even notice myself like so I think it's something in you. Notice like you. They told panga partner it's in you. Or that one jupia. So the music of where I would have now the mafia.
Okay.
Now we know but Kemba Poruka Chidoro.
Serious?
No one experts at the but wine.
So I just keep coming and
sometimes by quite before to get away when I go to the studio. So I think if it's in you, if God blesses you with the writing and stuff, feel like naturally, like you can't even ask yourself like I
know for sure. Is it Lil Wayne who also had the similar thing where he doesn't write his lyrics and raps and whatnot? Yeah,
don't try it. I used to akare, but now I can't. Just play the beat. And the fun thing is, if I've already made the beat, I record, mix, and master in 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay.
I record, mix, and master.
Any other person that has been inspiring you, aside from you, maybe as growing your talent as well, or your skill as a music producer? Any other big hands that have been behind you? Say, okay, this is what you do, my chapa. You
know?
No.
I actually, the perfect competition name, like, I rarely listen to other artists because mine said, so, so when I go to the studio, I compete with myself.
Okay.
Like I listen to my old songs. Okay, I need to work on this. Because but you know, by the end of this year, I need to work on this. So, but now I've mastered my art, man.
Okay.
I've mastered my art.
Nice.
Okay.
Now, for a fact that I know, there's this misconception, rather, that the Kopala sound is taken over throughout the clubs and maybe radio stations and whatnot. You as an artist, especially that you now moved to the Copper Belt, are you also thinking of changing your sound to that of the Kopala vibes? Are we going to be seeing Autotiga changing from this type of sound that you're seeing on the screen, or maybe we're getting from you, to that of the Kopala? Are you also coming, next time I'm hosting you, you'll be like, Asha, no suspect, and whatnot?
Yeah, it's that way, like, I know. Yeah. I think as an artist, you need to do something that makes you happy.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to be a rapper.
Okay.
I used to love how I used to write songs, everything, but now I enjoy the music that I'm doing now. This is me.
Okay.
You get, so if you're doing something that you love, I think you do it more with passion than you know, sometimes there's some change.
Yeah.
Like they stop vibing to your sound because they still want. But if you are being you, style.
Okay. Yeah. So for you, it's not about the hype that certain genres or maybe types of sound.
Let me do my type of music. The time will come, people will vibe.
Okay.
No matter how you want to force it, but
are you also maybe looking at making some of these music coming, maybe the next music to be much of the club bangers, or for you it's just clean, pure music, or maybe you'll be switching? I know for a fact that some of the artists, especially Tishon, would do maybe like his latest EP where he does much of singing and all that widely explode, and then the other version of him, he goes hard with the dancehall and the club music and whatnot. Are you also maybe thinking that's going to be your approach in this game, or you will just be doing you and then people just accepting your music?
Afro ila patuka is Afro dancehall.
Yeah.
So I have that type of songs that can play in clubs, like dancehall songs, but my style remains the same.
Okay.
I just know how to fit in those beats. But I have songs like my latest song can play anywhere in the clubs.
Yeah,
the Imperial song.
Yeah. Let's talk about music promotion. How well do you know, or maybe how well have the people that you've been working with been able to promote your music? The misconception as well surrounding DJs and whatnot. How has it been working out for you in terms of promoting your music, or you're doing it all by yourself?
I'm doing it all by myself.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have people that I can give like go and promote my songs. No. I move. I communicate with people myself. I take music to radio stations myself.
Don't you think that's a bit tedious for you as an artist, and eating on your time, and how you're managing?
it's very challenging, but I'm working on having a team that can be helping me promote my songs, because you find that if I'm organizing shows, I'll be the one doing the banners, I'll be the one looking for people to, So hopefully this year we'll have a lot of people in the background to help push the brand.
Given a chance that maybe you want to be signed to any music label out there, these big music labels that we have in the country, will you go for it? Let's talk about maybe Nexus. If Nexus was going to
they follow
approach
what I
you,
want. If they follow what I want, because I don't want to be in a situation where they start controlling me, because it's me who knows what I want to do. It's me who understands my dream. So when I tell them I want to release a song today, they need to follow what I want.
Okay.
So if they follow my conditions, yes, I can sign.
But you know that you as an artist, you're supposed to follow what is tabulated in the contract, on their contract.
I can sign. Because, man, I drop songs whatever I want, man. I dropped 19 songs last year. There are only 12 months, so meaning I was dropping maybe 4 or 3 songs in a month.
Okay.
But I can't manage to release 3 songs in a month. For what, 3 months, but me, I'm looking for one song that's going to open doors for all the songs. People go back to old songs.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean when you release a song and then it doesn't hit, no. People still go back when they know it.
That reminds me, I know for a fact Yo Maps, when he blew with that finally song, this is the time that now people wanted to know more about Yo Maps, and then they were going back to his old songs and whatnot. I think you got a point there, but let's talk about you from 2018 when we had a show in Siavonga up to now. How well have you grown as Ultra Tiga in terms of your music delivery? Do you still feel some of the songs that you did some time back, you can still redo them now and deliver better?
Those songs are still bangers, man. Those songs are still bangers. Shout out to Rough Kids. Rough Kids used to help us a lot. In the shows, we learned a lot.
Yeah.
Stage works, how to talk with people when you're on stage. So shout out to these big people like Tommy Dio gave us features back then. So those are legends, man. And then I think fame tendera moment like you can work with big people, but that doesn't mean it's your fame. I've worked with people, but I'm looking for my own fame.
Yeah.
You get? If you don't have your own fame, it is some kosako. If you're having fame movement through other people, they just know you as I'm shadow your car.
Yeah.
So I want to make my own name. And what happened? There's a but then go for time.
Okay.
That's
is that a job on Yo Maps that
Yo Maps is a very good artist. A very good artist. And then let's have an industry that have like a lot of people trending. We don't want to have one artist trending like the whole year.
Yeah.
Like in Nigeria, we have a lot of people. But it's from Nigeria. So let's have more people, because entertainment, if I catch on, like we need to have more people in the game. A lot of people. Like Murusaka, big shows or 8.
But as it is now, you feel it's somehow one-sided.
Yes, because music is English. We need to have like Yo Maps 5.
Yeah.
We need to have upcoming artists being supported. Because I'm upcoming artist from Nigeria, but I didn't quite a bond. Like that, it motivates you to work hard.
That reminds me, aside from music, what do you do as Ultra Tiga?
Yeah, so like I said,
it's just full-time music.
I actually graduated. I did agriculture. I write to our president. I did agriculture.
Yeah. From which institute?
Kwirimuna and Teveta.
Okay. So you're you're an agriculturalist, maybe a possible farmer in line with that.
That's because music needs something where you can invest. Because actually, you need to invest again. Music needs a lot of money. If you're not investing in the music, but why you figure about they're down. So at least when I have like money coming into music, I can invest in other stuff as well to help me boost again my career.
Okay. All right, Tiga, as we'll be wrapping up, but let's go on your next video, which is called Insecurity, right? Let's go and let's go check it out there. And how can one maybe get hold of your first song, which is Natural? Because somebody loved it, and then how can they get hold of it? Where is it found, especially on these streaming platforms?
Natural is everywhere. YouTube, Boomplay, Spotify, everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, as long as the spelling if you're wrong, UTRA.
Yeah.
TIGGA, Ultra Tiga.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's check out Insecurity by Ultra Tiga, and when we come back, we'll be wrapping up. Keep watching.
Ukengishewa komando, shifuese ya kamipato. Ukengishewa komando, security kati kudo. Echo lingile waishiwa, lotini mutima fi. Ulingile waishiwa, insecurity taibomba fi. Bandu, oloka mkomene. Tonfa fi. Oloka mkomene. Tonfa fi. Oloka mkomene. Come komene, oh don't for oh don't for
Young Bless,
oh don't for
tetupatikishe usiku kamana nkalamu mupepi na kanama chintumfo wakalema taleka chombu musholo lwalipunama ngatakutemwa muneni shitakutemwa nokuseka tesi nangu wamutekunya nokutasha te tolo walunkunye shitemwe kota bapatikisho fule waishiwa
lotini umutima fi ulingile waishiwa insecurity taibomba fi bandu oloka mkomene oloka mkomene oloka mkomene oloka mkomene komene oh don't for fi don't for fi oh don't for fi don't for fi oh don't for
abantu na mufyupwala balalwa balimini na tosti ubalawa tete wikatililo omuntu mukule pofena gozinga yako kolela kwa tengalawa natakutemwa muneni shitakutemwa nokuseka tesi nangu wamutekunya nokutasha te tolo walunkumye shitemwe kota bapatikisho file waishiba
ukengishewa komando shifuesi yakamepato ukengishewa komando security gati kudo echo lingile waishiwa lotini mutima fi ulingile waishiwa insecurity taibomba fi bandu oloka mkomene oloka mkomene oloka mkomene oloka mkomene komene oh don't for
Choose international
oh don't for oh don't for
All right, and of course, that's Insecurity by Ultra Tiga, and he happens to be my guest this morning, this Friday, and of course, the 26th of January, 2024. Tiga, what's the message behind Insecurity, or that particular song or video we're just from premiering here?
Insecurity talks about the situation you're married, maybe your girlfriend. You know, loyalty abati. Sometimes you might be dating someone, but every time.
Okay.
So if they are not loyal, you can't force them to be loyal. So loyalty, if you are working with maybe companies, even if you are not there, you are an artist, maybe ndalama shayingila somewhere. Loyalty afati baka kutumina utawishi watinashingira. Because me, I believe in loyalty a lot.
Okay.
Loyalty na lead them last.
Nice.
Last.
All right, Tiga, I don't know if let's hear if this person wants to add a voice or maybe question you, or let's find out. Good morning, rather. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, we seem not to communicate there, but thank you so much for watching us this morning. Now, I want you to be more specific on in terms of the collaborations. I'm much interested in knowing if at all you're also looking forward to collaborate with any of these, maybe I would say big artists. I know for a fact that it is hard or kind of difficult for young artists as yourself, maybe just to push through without maybe a big art, maybe to jump on 1 or 2 records of yours. But are you considering that maybe this year 2024, as you're also dropping some of these records or maybe some of these songs that you are yet to release, you're also considering maybe putting on or bring on board one of the big artists or maybe the most happening artists in the country now, just maybe to build on the numbers and whatnot?
If I get a chance, I can collaborate with these artists. But music is not about just working with anyone. You know, we get one for it. Okay, it soundy. This artist can fit. So mukufwacha ukitaka collaborate na abantu adabwati song no panga sense because you just want to collaborate. Kula bafira kuteme chili sanko kwati. Iyi song one from talk, but if songs on I don't figure to was of take. Like that you won't even give them pressure. I mean why should I? So you find that collaboration feel like a panga sense. So if I feel like I have songs that I want maybe artists to jump on, obviously we'll work on something with people, but yeah, we'll look forward to that.
How would you appreciate these online streaming platforms now? There's been this debate among artists and maybe music producers also that feel it's not really working out best for some, and it's not really cashing in as some of the numbers that we see on these online streaming platforms like Boomplay, Spotify and whatnot. How would you understand the whole concept and how would you appreciate it and maybe want also to jump on it?
I think it depends with the distribution account that you are using.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think they've helped us to put our songs out there. Because I remember at some point in Zambia, we never used to have songs on TikTok. Maybe you have people wanting to make videos for you. But no, I want to use TikTok. I can't find your songs on TikTok. So through these distribution accounts, we've managed to put our songs on these platforms. But if we can have a Zambian company that can make a distribution account, that can be a very good idea, because some of these companies, but if in Zambia we can have a company that can have a distribution account where we start using a Zambian account to distribute our music, I think it's our best.
Okay.
And obviously they'll be cashing in fast. Maybe it's monthly or what. But our distribution account can be good, but you wait maybe for a year for claiming a tender.
Okay. So for now, your music is not found on any of these online streaming platforms, aside from, of course, YouTube. You mentioned YouTube. Your videos are there.
My songs are everywhere. Every streaming platform. Every streaming platform.
Okay. Are you getting the money and the numbers? Are they growing? Are they improving?
Yeah. Because I think I have people that uses these streaming platforms. You know, some people tell for auditioning more direct, more especially at least YouTube is helping us. A lot of people have streaming songs on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. So that, but the songs are everywhere. I want a Spotify, I want a Boomplay. The songs are everywhere. So thank you so much to the people that brought these streaming platforms.
All right, Tiga, as we go, I want you just to do a freestyle from any of your song, even just a freestyle in general. Maybe 40 seconds will be done for the fans out there to believe this is the voice that they get to hear in those songs.
Urulimboro lwanyu.
Okay.
Lwanyu. Then we tarukwete video so nalalimba pakano.
Okay.
Kulabela social nakwati ulimlove. Like you are spending on your girl, chonse mling shamu.
Yeah.
Ero girwa tarea. So kusama basi ngawande kulo empere.
Okay.
Ngawande kulo empere. So
if you go, I mean, I'm not doing
that. So I will choose KBs because impere is KBs. So I will choose KBs. So Kariatin. One day kesha de kapo, elo unshi. Granddad is a shiako, elo unshi. Royal Park in Shiako, elo unshi. Baby, de kulo empere. Baby, empere.
I was even getting worried that, especially that it's not even released out there. Somebody might steal your idea. I know it's common now, especially you.
You can steal the idea, but you can't do it like I did it.
Serious?
Yeah, because we just sing about the same things.
I know for a fact for you artists out there that are trying to establish yourselves, it's difficult to pull through because most of these big boys, I don't know, maybe they've stopped thinking, but they just jump on your ideas and then the next thing you end up at your choke.
If it's your thing, if you are blessed, you won't even struggle about making concepts, man. I can steal your concept, but I'll give the concept to you. For some feature me concept to you. So if you are blessed, but the website's been scaling very smooth.
All right. Yeah. As we go, Kebi wants to talk to you. Let's find out. Kebi from Chinga. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, Kebi.
Morning. Is it Tiga?
Tiga.
Yeah,
yes.
Morning, big man. Morning.
Yeah, I just want to encourage you. Okay. At least with you have a trade. So my encouragement would be that don't look upon your trade. You've done agriculture. It's a good thing. You should also venture into that full throttle. Yeah. Don't just concentrate on music because, like you stating, you already have something. So I would encourage you also do some kind of agri. Since you have a skill, you have knowledge, that will make you even flourish in music. So many times, some of these things, very benchito, but to tell you the course you've done is an excellent one, and that's what the government is even advocating for. Youths should venture into agriculture. So keep it up and keep working hard. Like Chimba is stating, it's not an easy journey, but you need to stay focused, know what you want. I know you've said you want also to make your own brand. That's the way to go, but don't forget your roots, which is agriculture. So venture into that. I know maybe you have a land, start doing it bit by bit. Yeah. As time goes by, definitely the same agriculture will even support your music. Otherwise, keep it up and come the Kabuino insecurity.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Kebi.
After I choke up from that.
All right, thanks. Okay, so that's Kebi calling from Chinga, appreciating you as an artist, and of course, a very valid point there. Yeah. That advice, take it. And of course, we've come to the end of today's RBS Tiga. We have to go. Otherwise, thank you so much for it. Was on short call, but you made it possible. And I know you were saying you wanted to go back. Is it Monday? I told you, I think Friday. Let's stick around. Let's have an interview. Yeah. But you made it possible. Thank you so much for being here, man. We do appreciate it. We wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
And this is home. Feel free any day, any time. Come through. Let's talk music, talk progress. And we wish you the best. Today is 26th.
Next year. Serious.
I love that positivity. Serious. I love it.
Serious. I'm inspired by whiskey, so I know where whiskey came from.
Yeah.
From Poit.
Yeah.
I'll be big last.
Last.
I don't know if you should.
Okay.
I tell you to my. I catch the face. I open that talent. So we not talk about.
Okay.
I recover.
Yeah.
Ala siresa. Okay.
Nice.
Makebi.
Yeah.
Papa built this angaishi. Kuda makebi makali wangu. Umekweo makebi. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, sure. So we've come to the end of today's interesting RBS, and of course the Friday edition of it. From me, Alfred Chimba, as well as Joe Smarter, my co-host as well. And to you, the dear viewers, thank you so much for being part of it. Remember, we'll be coming live at exactly 1 in the afternoons with Conversation at 1. And from us and the entire production team, it's bye-bye. Till you next time.
Mami te tinku bebe, wana vumya babushimbe. Beba pempere la ise, ativisi balimbe. January to December, our love will be the same since akachinja. Hapa ni zimya neba, yangani yako baby numba.
Wayo.
So listen this, nikakonda wina ukajube kwanja please. I'm all manis, mutima na vala manje tenga na makisa. Feeling is natural, oh natural. Feeling is natural, oh natural. Noti la vuya mukabotola, ifya mukabotola. Noti la vuya mukabotola, ifya mukabotola. Feeling it, I'm feeling it. Mokufuna bachiringise, kati siko yako sinkalabize. Fuera na pafupu ni pase kogise. You sweet and funny, baby. You sweet and funny, baby. You sweet and funny, baby. Oh yeah, this feeling is natural, oh natural.